Hello, YouTube. So, in this episode, I want to talk about leadership mistakes to avoid. Okay, so I was the monitor of my class back in college. So my class has about 50 students, and I was the monitor or the class, or the head of the class, which means the I organize stuff, and I have other people who will help me to organize events, and so it's like a community. I have about a community of 10 people that help me run the whole class. And now I reflect on my life, I want to say the leadership mistake I have made. So, before I talk about it, I don't know if you remember, you have seen the movie The Mean Girl, the Virginia George. Like, she has a burn book, which means she will write everything that, everything she hates about people, like, this girl is too fat, that girl's hair looks weird, like she has a burn book. So me, back at that time, I kind of have a burn book like her. So I will monitor, and I will see how my community helpers work, and then I will write down things they did not do well in a notebook. I feel like the Virginia George. Yeah, it's really bad. And then at the weekly or monthly meeting, I will open my book of hatred and say, hey, you did this wrong and you did that wrong. I just point out everybody's mistakes. Who wants to be criticized? And now I understand humans' motivation and humans' mind a little bit more. I know the best way to motivate people is not by criticizing them, it's by reinforce the behavior, reinforce the good behavior. So I cannot like keep what I want from my community members by criticizing them, because nobody likes criticism. I remember at the time I was elected the monitor, my vote rate was about 98%, and after 1 or 2 semesters, my poll rate dropped to 28 semesters. So I was not the monitor anymore, but which I'm fine at that time because I had other things to do. I'm preparing for a GRE because I was going to grad school at the time. So I didn't care if I'm not monitor. I have more time to prepare my exams, so I don't care. But now in reflect, I feel the biggest mistake I have made at that point is I did not I did not phrase or I did not I should not criticize my team members. They are there to help me. I should give them praise, and even something they did not do very well, I should still find some way to reinforce the behaviors I want. So do not criticize them. So instead, do by reinforce the positive behavior. I vividly remember. Suppose sometimes I would say, everybody please get me the result by 7 p.m. and then nobody, or only like 20% of them hand me the report at 7 p.m. And I would be furious. I would just send a second message to say, hey, I said 7 p.m. my report, why you haven't given me the report yet? I was mad. I was criticizing. Now I think about it, I reflected on my mistake. I should have, for example, I should get the estimation of the report. For example, if it takes 1 hour, half an hour. So at 5 p.m. or like at, let's say, 6 p.m. If I haven't seen 80% of the work done, I can just send like a mild reminder, say, hey, the report is due in 1 hour. Don't forget to finish report on time. Looking forward to your hard work. Thank you very much. Had I just sent a reminder beforehand instead of like almost waiting for my team members to violate my rule and then I criticize them, I could just kindly remind them. And or I could, like, there's still 20% made their reports online. I could have just say, hey, like, Jason handed me the report on time and I really appreciate that, so please, everybody should do that. So I should praise him, I should compliment him, reinforce the positive behaviors I want and do not criticize or reinforce the negative behavior. So that's the biggest leadership mistake I made so far. I just want to let you know. Don't learn from my mistake and don't do it, hopefully. Bye-bye.